Hello and welcome back to Rebel. Today we're doing a bit of general core and some hip opening now as well. Your first job is I want you to lie down on your back. Shoulders long, collarbone long, neck long, abs squeezed down. You can lift your knees up into tabletop position and hold it there. I want a little bit of kind of separation between your feet. Little separation, knees at hip width apart, hands up and above your shoulders. And we're just going to stay here for 20 seconds, just breathing, finding a neutral spine position. Finding that slow, controlled breathing, so as you're breathing, you're not compromising the shoulders, the neck, the lower back. And then we're going to start off with dead bug, sending one leg forwards and the opposite hand backwards. Breathe in. Breathe out back into tabletop position. Breathe in. Breathe out back to centre. Now just notice that as you're sending one leg forwards, that your knee doesn't drift in towards you, so you're keeping the other leg in a nice tabletop position, and then you come back to square every time. Breathe in. Extend away. Breathe out. Back to centre. So we're starting to work on our lateral oblique sling, the obliques and the shoulder stabilizers working together to keep us moving our limbs, our arms and our legs, without compromising the position of the core. Got about 30 seconds left, cycling through this, just keep checking, see if your knees above your hip and your hands above your shoulder if they're not moving. One more, on either side. Good. Hands down onto your rib cage, feet down onto the floor, and you're just going to start to rock the hips from side to side. Bring your arms out to the side. Opening out through the hips. Just moving and rotating around through the lower back. And then bring yourself up to a 4-point kneeling position, hands down, knees down, and we're just going to spend some time just in a cat-cow stretch, just moving around through the back, move up, down, move off to one side if that feels nice for you to do, move off to the other side as well. But if you've got a tight side, you can spend longer on that side. So my lower left side of my back feels a little bit tighter than the other side today, so I'm going to spend longer over here. And then we're going to come into a hip flexor stretch. So you're going to step your left foot forwards. Come tall through the body. Engage your abs. Tuck your tailbone and just look for this stretch through the front of the right hip flexor. If you find the bony part of the hip, if you go down the front of the leg from there, you should feel that area of the body stretching. If it isn't, you're probably popping your tailbone backwards and popping your rib cage out, so get that little tuck of the tailbone, that little engagement of the lower abdominals, and just hang out there. A few deep breaths in and out. You can increase the stretch by sending your hands up towards the ceiling if you wanted to. It's a little bit of a balance there. Two more breaths here. Especially if you've been sat down quite a lot, the front of these hips are going to be tight. We're trying to lengthen them. And then hands either side of your front foot. Tuck your toes in the back foot. Come into a quite deep lunge position. I'm going to stay there. Now, arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in. I want you to rotate your left hand backwards, right hand forwards. Back to centre. Breathe out. Breathe in. Rotate the other way. Left hand forwards, right hand backwards. Breathe out. Back to centre. Breathe in, front leg straightens, hands lift up, Breathe out. Breathe in. Rotate. Breathe out center. Breathe in, rotate. Breathe out center. Breathe in. Front leg straight. Hands up above the head. Breathe out. So it's all quite wobbly. You're feeling nice big stretches down the back leg. Keep cycling through. One rotation. And then back to center. Another rotation. And then back to center. And then front leg straighten. And back to center. So you're getting a little bit of work through the left glutes. That's stabilising that front knee. It's stopping us from rocking the front knee in. You're getting a nice kind of long stretch through this back hip, which is really good for us at the moment, especially if we're sitting down quite a lot. And you've got one more rotation, left hand backwards, right hand forward. Stay there, 10. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands frame the foot. Both knees down. Just give yourself a little loosen, maybe a little child's pose. Good. And then come into a position where you're lying down on your right hand side. So the same leg that was forwards is on top. Feet on top of each other, knees on top of each other. And we're looking for that little clamp position. Head on your arm, abs on. Rib cage lifted away from the floor, top hip extended forwards. You're going to start to raise and lower the left leg. So just check it is the same leg that was forwards in the last exercise. That's the one that's doing the movement now. We're looking for that work, as always, for the clams, for the glutes, for the medial glutes especially. And we've just kind of switched it on a little bit. So it should be already a little bit fired up, already a little bit tired. And we're trying to isolate that muscle now and fatigue it a little bit. So just slowly going through whatever range you can. Again, trying to cause movement at the long limbs, at the legs this time, without causing movement at the core. So you're trying to separate the movement at this ball and socket joint away from the movement at the big pelvis joint. 3 more. And 2 more. We're going to raise the leg up and hold. You're going to lengthen that leg forwards as far as it'll go. With your heel down, your toes slightly up, you're going to start to raise up and backwards in a diagonal line, and then down and forwards. Up and back, down and forwards. Just a few inches of the top edge of your range. So try and get the ball and socket joint externally rotated as much as you can without compromising the hip position. And just hang out through that top range. So the left glute will be firing up quite a lot now, hopefully. If it isn't, try and look for a little bit of a higher range, but without rolling backwards too much. Keep the rib cage engaged, keep that tunnel between the ribs and the floor. Raise your leg up as high as you can and stay there for 9, 8, heel down, toes up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Come out of that exercise. Then we're going into a side plank with your left forearm down on the floor, your left knee down on the floor. So it's a kind of low half side plank. Top leg, right leg this time is going to be up and away from the floor. I just want you to raise up a little bit higher. Raise your top hand up and look up towards it and just stay there. Engage that rib cage. You'll feel that work through the left glute now. Now it's working. I want to pulse up and down with it. Up and down through the bottom glute, not the top leg. Top leg stays still. Top hand stays still. Keeping your left shoulder away from your ear. Obliques are working a little bit, but you should feel the left glute working quite a lot. 10, 9, we are holding an 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, pulse up, hold, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, well done, relax down, Lie down on your back and take a stretch, popping your left ankle on your right knee, hands around the back of the right leg, and just bring right leg in towards you. And breathe. Good, so that's one side done. We're just going to relax into the stretch. Changing the stretch around a little bit now. I want to wrap your left hand underneath the leg. Grab hold of the right ankle with your other hand. Some of you might be flexible, you might be able to get both forearms underneath. I just like to hold on with my hand and just bring it in. That's just going to intensify the stretch across that left side. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2. Lovely. Feet down. Fingertips to temples, elbows wide. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Curl up. Breathe in, curl down. Breathe out, curl up. Breathe in, curl down. So start to fire up the abs now. Maybe lift your knees up into tabletop position. Maybe start to add a double leg extension as you curl up. And just move slowly. So you've got about 7 left. In 6 more, we're going to hold the top position. Start to look for that little bit of extra range now. As long as your lower back's not firing up, try and curl up a little bit higher and send the legs a little bit lower. So we're starting to feel that extra work for the lower abdominals. In 3 more, we're going to come up and we're going to hold. 2 more. Last one, curl up, hold it there. Now relax your neck. Put your head into your hands and get your head heavy into your hands. Engage the abs. Curl up a little bit higher. Don't move anywhere. Just start to breathe quite noisily. If it helps you to get your knees in tabletop position, do that. Or you can make it really hard by extending those legs a little bit lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Feet come down into the floor. And just rock and release from side to side. Good. Back into forward kneeling. Cat-cow. And we're just going to spend a little bit of time in cat-cow. Again, just moving side to side. Maybe backwards a little bit further. Somewhere in between child's pose and cat stretch is nice. Or again, over to the side. Really nice, just open up. Okay, back to center. This time, the right foot steps forwards. You're going to come tall through your body. Tuck your tailbone, engage your abs, lengthen, drop the shoulders, squeeze the ribs, and find that stretch, this time through the left hip flexor. Squeeze your left glute on, that's going to help to fire that hip up a little bit better, get a better stretch, deeper stretch through it. And then again, maybe lengthen the arms. Reach your hands up a little bit higher, tuck your tailbone a little bit more. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. Hands down, either side of your foot, back toes tuck, come into a really kind of low, long, deep lunge. Longer the lunge, the shakier it's going to be, so try and find that position that's challenging you. Tuck your tailbone, engage your abs, knee over the top of the ankle, slightly externally rotated to the 4th toe. Breathe in, breathe out. Right hand backwards, left hand forwards. Breathe in, center. Breathe out, rotate. So again, the closer you get your feet together, the easier it's going to be. So if you come up a little bit higher, it's going to be a little bit easier. You can turn your back foot in if you need to. Third time, you're going to lift up, lift the hands up, breathe in, breathe out, lower down, breathe in, rotate, breathe out, center, breathe in, rotate, breathe out, center, breathe in, lift and lift, breathe out, center, breathe in, rotate. Breathe out, center. So again, we're getting that activation through the right glute. We're getting that stretch for the left hip. And we're actively thinking about our core stabilization through the lower abdominals, so the lower back isn't arching too much. Last time, we're going to lift the arms straight in the front leg. Come down to the lowest lunge position you can get to. Rotate your right hand backwards, left hand forwards. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. One hand down, the other hand down. Back knee down. And again, we're coming into the clam position. This time we're lying down on the left hand side. Knees on top of each other. Abs squeezed down, rib cage engaged, rib cage lifted away from the floor as well. Heels on top of each other, clams, raise the top knee up, breathe in, breathe out, lower down, breathe in, raise up, breathe out, lower down. Again, clams, that jeans pocket area muscle, that medial glutes, creating this external rotation. We tend to be quite tight through the hips. We like to internally rotate when we go through these sorts of movements. It's when we go into like walking up hills, walking down hills, that internal rotation takes over sometimes. We're trying to strengthen the external rotators to balance things out. And you should feel that right hand side glute start to fire up a little bit. If it isn't, reposition, tilt forwards a bit extra. Lift your rib cage away from the floor a little bit extra. Extend your top hip forwards a little more. Last time, raise up, hold, lengthen. The right leg, so the right leg goes long, hold. Heel down, toe up. That's that rotation at the top of the joint again, that external rotation. And we're going to start to move up and down through that long leg, lengthening, raise and lower. I want a diagonal line backwards as you raise and a diagonal line forwards as you lower. Breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you come down. Will be getting a little bit burny, a little bit fiery by now, that's great if it is. It's one of those exercises you've got to close your eyes a little bit and just go to your happy place. Got 10 seconds left. In 9 seconds we're hitting that top position, we're going to stay there. Keep that external rotation at the joint, not toes down, keep the heel down, the toes up. Okay, last time, raise up, hold it there, and then pulse up, 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 then come up once and just stay still for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, well done. Knees on top of each other. Might help you to give that glute a little whack for a couple of seconds. And then the last exercise on this glute series, we're going into our low half side plank. So elbow down, shoulder not up to your ear, keep the shoulder down away from the ear. Abs squeezed on, body in a long straight line, hips quite high. Top leg, extend. Top hand, extend. Lift up a few inches, hold. Breathe. Now come down an inch, up an inch. that glute's going to be burning and all fired up. Keep going. So your obliques working, your shoulder stabilizers are working, but because of this series of exercises we've just done, your glutes going to be really fired up. Last time, raise up, hold, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, well done. Lower down. Chuck your foot on your leg, grab the leg and bring it in towards you. So your right foot's on your left knee is just holding your foot in place for a little while so we can get this stretch down the outside of the glute. Calm your central nervous system down, start to breathe slowly. Intensify the stretch a little bit if you want to by grabbing both hands underneath the leg and bringing that leg in towards you a little bit more. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Come out of that stretch. Fingertips to temples, elbows wide, legs go long. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, get up as far as you can. Can you come all the way up to the top? If you can, great. If you can't, get up to the top whatever way you can. And we're going to finish off with some upper body. Starting off, and if it's too much on your wrists, just take a break and just take a child's pose. We're going to have a little play with little crow position. So with your hands down, your fingertips nice and spread. Start off maybe knees on the outside of your elbows, arms as straight as you can, and just start to rock a little bit of weight through your hands. And maybe you can lift like up onto your tiptoes, or maybe your toes away from the mat. So that's your first position. You can just kind of play through that position. If you want to make it a little bit deeper, a little bit harder, you can bring your knees onto the back of your arms, which is the more kind of yoga-y sort of position. Which is really hard, really shaky. We're not going to spend too long here. We'll just have a little go again. We're just lifting the feet. Make sure your gaze is forwards. The higher you get your feet, the more balanced you are. 5, 4, 3, 2, come down and come into child's pose. Just spend some time just relaxing the wrists off. Finishing on a set of press ups. Knees back, hands underneath your shoulders, hips low, abs on. I want to bend your elbows. Breathe in, breathe out, come back up to the top. Breathe in, lower down. Breathe out, raise back up. Breathe in, lower down. Breathe out, raise back up. Can you do full press up position? With your head long and retracted, your shoulders away from your ears, your abs squeezed on. For 5, 4, we are holding the last one. 3, 2, come down halfway, hold. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, knees down, child's pose, and again, just stretch those wrists up, roll them around. Good. Slowly bring yourself up to kneeling. Breathe in, lift your hands up, look up. Breathe out, hands to centre, just have a clap, stay strong, keep moving. Well done.